Alright guys, Bugaki here, welcome to the video. If you're into gaming and you're interested in the latest PlayStation news, rumours and leaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the gaming community here on YouTube. So Sony's consistent approach to evolving their gaming hardware has taken significant steps with each console generation, typically including a slim model refresh during that journey. However, with the launch of the PS4 Pro, Sony established a new trend in their strategy, introducing a mid-generation upgrade that brought enhanced capabilities beyond aesthetic refinements. This move laid the groundwork for the eventual creation of the PlayStation 5 Pro, a development that began long before its public announcement. Now, according to Hideaki Nishino, the co-CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, the PS5 Pro was already in the pipeline before the PS5's official release on November the 19th, 2020. In an interview with Variety, Nishino revealed that the development of the PS5 Pro was part of a strategic 5-year plan designed to extend the life cycle of PlayStation consoles, but while also adapting to technological advancements. Reflecting on their past experience with the PS4 Pro, Nishino explained that what we've done here with the Pro in the last generation, we learned a lot from. And when we were selling the PS4 Pro alongside the base PS4, approximately 20% of our customers opted for the PS4 Pro model. This approach demonstrated that there was a substantial demand for a premium tier hardware, and surprisingly, it wasn't just existing PlayStation enthusiasts who purchased the PS4 Pro, but new users were drawn to the enhanced console as well. This insight reinforced Sony's decision to pursue a similar mid-generation strategy with the PS5 Pro, which has been crafted to meet the growing expectation of gamers seeking cutting-edge performance. Nishino highlighted how rapid technological advancements across industries influence this direction, and he goes on to say that the innovation and technology advancement is more rapid in today's world. Phones and PCs, for example, receive yearly updates, and while we don't aim for annual console updates, there are technologies that within 3 to 5 years can be harnessed to create meaningful improvements in gaming hardware. This philosophy demonstrates Sony's commitment to integrating significant new features and maintaining relevance within the tech space. An interesting part of Sony's strategy, as Nishino pointed out, is their forward-thinking design philosophy. The company doesn't just focus on the next immediate product, they plan multiple steps ahead to ensure that each development contributes to a decade-long generational cycle. He goes on to say that we design everything with the next step in mind. It's not just about the immediate future, and we think way beyond that, ensuring that the 10-year life cycle of our console remains robust. This planning is critical for maintaining a consistent and forward-looking presence in the gaming industry. The release of the PS5 Pro in just 6 days' time marks the culmination of years of careful planning. Alongside Nishino, the other co-CEO, Herman Holst, also spoke about their leadership dynamics and how the show don't tell policy they adopt when discussing future innovations. This approach keeps fans intrigued and maintains a level of anticipation around upcoming projects. The strategic and technical journey behind the PS5 Pro demonstrates Sony's commitment to not just responding to, but also anticipating the desires of their consumer base. By working on improvements well in advance and considering broader technological trends, Sony ensures its console continues to set benchmarks within the gaming space. And the PS5 Pro highlights this vision, reinforcing Sony's dedication to delivering a powerful, innovative, and premium gaming system. It feels as if Sony and the tech team were already thinking about the PS6 and beyond console generations before they were building the PS5 model, kind of technology that they would be utilizing across future PlayStation generations, like AI and machine learning, as they become more prevalent in the industry. And then they worked out a way backwards to this point here, getting not just gamers on board, but getting the developers on board, which I think is the key point. Third-party developers, getting them on board, getting them used to developing on the platform, and a platform that incorporates AI and machine learning, so that Sony starts rolling out future PlayStation consoles. The PS5 Pro's coming out, we then got the PS6. Developers would already have had prior experience developing on a console with a platform that utilizes AI and machine learning capabilities. Very interesting and fascinating to get this insight into how Sony were planning the Pro for a number of years prior to the PS5's launch. Okay, let's move on. Now, I discussed yesterday how those people that had received the PS5 Pro early were testing whether the faceplates from the PS5 Slim were compatible with their new Pro, and they found out that the faceplates were not compatible. Well, Sony have now officially confirmed that they will be coming out with a new range of faceplates specifically designed for the PS5 Pro, which will be sold separately. It feels as if this information was deliberately kept from people hoping to take their plates from the Slim over to the PS5 Pro. This information could have been communicated way ahead, months earlier. It was only clarified after a viral post on Reddit shed light on this issue. And before I forget, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want to go the extra mile in supporting me as a content creator, consider becoming a channel member and get early access to videos prior to their release. Now, going back to this Sony situation, in that Reddit post, a user who managed to acquire a PS5 Pro before its official release confirmed that the PS5 Slim plates would not fit on the upgraded hardware, despite the two models sharing very similar dimensions. Well, obviously the gamer's confusion led to numerous questions about compatibility, and eventually publications then reached out directly to Sony for clarification. Sony finally responded through a statement to IGN explaining that the PS5 Pro users will indeed need specific console covers. The representative goes on to say the PS5 console covers are not compatible with the PS5 Pro. However, players will be able to swap out different console covers for the Pro when they become available in the future. Unfortunately, Sony did not provide a timeline for when the new covers might be released. This delayed confirmation from Sony has caused a lot of people to speak out and criticize Sony. Many gamers who have invested in the base PS5 and the Slim models, and industry observers, have found it really frustrating that it's taken a viral Reddit post to prompt a big global organization like Sony to officially acknowledge this. The confusion is particularly notable given the shared dimensions between the PS5 Slim and PS5 Pro. They're very, very similar, very close in dimensions. While their sizes are nearly identical, the Reddit user pointed out the difference lies in the placement of the connectors, the teeth on the underside of the plate. And it's because of those teeth, those connectors, which render the Slim covers incompatible with the Pro. The backlash highlights a broader expectation for transparency from major tech companies, especially in an era where users often modify or personalize their hardware. Details like compatibility of external covers are important, and that's crucial information. In all honesty, it doesn't bother me. I'm not the kind of person who goes out and gets very specific plates and covers and things for my console. I'm quite happy with the base plates, but I know a lot of people, this is quite big. You know, if you buy a game and you really like, and they come out with the covers for that game, you want to, kit out your new console with the covers for that plate. So yeah, this should have been declared earlier from Sony. And Sony's decision not to proactively address this earlier has been seen as a communication oversight, leaving a lot of gamers wondering why such an essential piece of information was omitted from the initial rollout. And moving forward, it's clear that Sony intends to release specific PS5 Pro covers, but the lack of a confirmed release date leaves current and prospective Pro owners a little bit in limbo. Once again, highlights the importance of clear and timely communication, especially when it comes to changes that impact consumer expectations and investments. I feel Sony could have done a much better job in addressing this issue much earlier in the process, rather than have this social media circus. But let's kind of put this into perspective. We're just talking about faceplates, right? The Pro is going to knock it out the park with the games and the quality of those games. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is a small issue, but it still needs to be addressed. Let's hope they learn from this moving forward. Let's move on. Now, I don't know if you guys have tried out the new Dragon Age, the VeilGuard game. I'm not sure if you have. If you have, let me know down below in the comments. I've heard mixed things about this game. I've also been seeing conflicting video clips and segments about the game that I'm not too happy with. There's mixed reviews coming out from media outlets and people who've had early access to the game, and there's conflicting reviews as well from people who've played it, people who've tried it and reviewed it. I'm of the age where, anything can be clipped out of context, so I'm always willing to give games the benefit of the doubt. However, despite what has been said across various social media platforms about the game, BioWare's latest game has made a very, very impressive debut, climbing to the top of Steam's bestseller list and surpassing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So this data is from Steam dB, and it shows that within its first 24 hours of release, the game peaked at over 70,000 concurrent players. It's actually 70,414 concurrent players, making this the most successful Steam launch in BioWare's history. So the game must be doing something right, surely. And the performance surpassed even that of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which previously had the record of 59,817 players. The launch of Dragon Age the VeilGuard also puts it among the most notable single-player releases from EA on the platform. And while its peak player count beats the launch of Star Wars Jedi series, it still trails behind other EA hits like Need for Speed Heat, which actually hit 86,000 players concurrently, and The Sims 4, which topped out at 96,328 concurrent players. Now, despite its commercial success, as I mentioned earlier, critical reception has been mixed. According to a review by VGC, Dragon Age the VeilGuard manages to capture the signature storytelling and character development that fans have come to expect from a BioWare game, albeit inconsistently. The reviewer noted that while there are flashes of BioWare's classic RPG charm, they are often overshadowed by a repetitive gameplay and design issues. One of the reviewers goes on to say, within the modern action RPG space, Dragon Age the VeilGuard feels fine. It's a game that is never overly bad, but it's also only ever very fleetingly amazing. One of the game's strengths lies in its engaging cast of characters, which injects moments of personality and depth into the story. However, according to VGC, much of the gameplay fails to capitalize on this potential, bogged down by tasks that feel formulaic and lackluster. And while Dragon Age the VeilGuard has managed to have some impact in terms of player numbers and sales, its legacy may ultimately be defined by its ability to meet or fall short of long-time fans' expectations. The game's blend of high moments and frustrating repetition highlights a challenge facing legacy developers, maintaining the magic that made their games beloved while also innovating enough to keep pace with industry standards and player desires. So, as I said at the start, have you played Dragon Age the VeilGuard? I'd love to get your thoughts on this game if you played it, and let me know what you think of it. Is it worth trying out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the topics we've discussed today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.